morning everybody. As always, welcome back to another vlog. I just had to go to AS Color this morning to pick up some stock. This box right here is for the beige company and for I Love R&B. So I'm going to start up with the beige one just because there isn't as many t-shirts to embroider and it won't take me as long if I can even ever get this box open. Also, today is SummerSlam, so it's really exciting because I think Davin and Tommy are gonna come over because the three boys always watch events together. So it's gonna be what is this? Got a whole heap of stuff as well to do before they come over and before we can start watching it, because supposedly it takes 8 hours, or the whole show is 8 hours. And that is literally like a whole day's worth of work. So I'm gonna get as much of this done as possible. I'll show you guys the process. I'm actually really excited to test out and try the I Love R&B one. And also, if we have time, we need to go to the post office. As always, let's start the day. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed, and let's start the day. As you guys can see from this box, pretty much every clothing company loves to use the color black. So the first one's, oh, perfect. I need these t-shirts. Let's start measuring these up. I also gave Honey and Biggie a little treat just because I felt bad for them. They're just chilling all day, but now they can spend a day chewing on a bone and they're pretty occupied. I've shown you guys this before, but one of them is finally completed. Honestly, what takes so long is measuring it down and having it aligned straight, but this actually looks really nice. The logo isn't too big. They wanted it this size. I think it's about 5.2 centimeters or 5.6, I can't exactly remember, but they wanted it to be reasonably small and very subtle. It's actually really nice. So now I've got to start measuring up a bunch of the other ones, which are over here. The best way that I find to measure it is always get a really big ruler. This is going to go across the chest of it, and you go from arm sleeve to arm sleeve, just measuring it across. And then I always have a second ruler, which is a 30 centimeter ruler, and I always put it vertically going downwards. Always the logo as well, when it's placed on the chest area around this corner, it's always 9 centimeters down, and then the distance is like halfway of your jumper or your t-shirt or whatnot. So I'm gonna measure it 9 centimeters down and do a little mark with this fabric chalk right here. This is really good when you're doing on like any dark colors. It washes off really easily. You just kind of like dust it off and it's all good. As you guys can see right here, I've done like a little chalk mark, and you only have to do like a little dot or just a little indicator so you kind of know, and that is 9 centimeters down from here. The next one I'm gonna do is another mark from where this neckline here is, because this is a quarter of the way, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 3/3, 2/3, whatever. And I'm gonna rule a line down here so that when I rule a line across here, it's gonna intersect. I know it might seem really confusing right now, but I'll show you guys the final process. So now you guys can see there's one line going horizontally, another line going horizontally, and one line going vertically. This is the point where the middle of the logo needs to be. This is the line where the top of the logo needs to start, and then it will just go below there because that's the 9 centimeters mark. And this line here is for me to indicate, so when I put my hoop on, I always line up and make sure this distance is equal, which means that the logo is going to be completely straight and everything is going to be all good. Just thought I'd quickly show you guys like a little bit more about what I kind of do, because a lot of people are always intrigued. They actually want to know how to make clothes, and I think if you are wanting to do like a fashion clothing line or something, you should at least know how to do the basic things, or especially when kind of like mocking it up, measuring it. Even if you know how the basics of how to sew, it's gonna help you guys a lot more, rather than you just come up with the designs and then you just send it off to someone and they do everything for you. It's gonna feel better and make your brand a lot better if you personally do it yourself. That's honestly what I personally think, and I think that's how KOKAINE has grown to what it has right now, because we personally do pretty much everything via ourselves, and that's how we started it. Now we do start to get things done offshore because it's to the point where I can't spend hours on ends on days sewing jumpers and doing everything myself. But prior to it, we literally did everything ourselves. So that's always a really good thing to start out with, because people trust you, and it's more like supporting people and seeing all their hard work that they put into it. Also, another thing just leading on to that, before I stop talking and rambling on, I think that's also the reason why Essential Pieces for the dog clothing has been going really, really well, because they honestly trust me. They know that I've embroidered all of the pet hoodies ourselves because I stayed it and everything. And if you guys look on Essential Pieces on Instagram, you will see all the photos of all the dogs. It's so insane. The amount of traction that it gets is crazy, and I'm so thankful for it. Pretty much every single person that actually buys a pet hoodie, they all take a photo and upload it via Instagram, via their socials, and tag us, which is a really great way of getting the brand out there. And I think that's something that we've done really well for EP. Okay, enough rambling. I need to start doing all of this stuff. Now this t-shirt is all hooped up and ready to go. You guys can see it is so parallel at the bottom. That's like a great way of measuring it. Now to put this into the beauty of a machine. And after like 10 or so minutes, that right there is the logo done. If you guys can see, I don't know if the chalk mark is visible on the camera, but the chalk line is literally at the top of the B, which is perfect. I'm so happy. It honestly took me quite a while of embroidery time to realize exactly how to measure and do everything, but I'm really happy because now when I'm doing this stuff, it's a breeze. Been a couple hours since I've seen you, but now I've finally finished doing all the t-shirts for the beige company, and now I've moved on to the I Love R&B ones. I'm going to put you guys down and show you guys what their logo is going to look like for their birthday. So I've done a couple tests before I do it on the actual final jumper. Is that going to hold up there? Yep. So this is what they want embroidered onto a crew neck jumper. It just says I Love R&B turns 4. And I know this is not the colors. I know that this is meant to be white and this is meant to be pink. The reason why I just do random colors when I'm testing is because I don't want to waste the good color thread. And so like the good color threads are like the most popular ones. So a lot of people don't really use this blue, so that's why I always just test it. But if you guys can see, it actually turned out really well, except for the 4. This bottom bit was a little bit wonky, so I had to just adjust it. I put the machine on very slow. And once I adjusted and did that, it worked out perfectly, and now the 4 is nice and straight. So I can actually move on to getting some jumpers done.
SummerSlam time. Tommy, dabbing. How's your no carb diet going, Dab? Corn.
Life.
And look how bougie these plastic forks are.
Rollins.
They're like gold and stuff.
Food. Here to Dolph Ziggler. Kano can't even make it back to his feet. And Braun Strowman looking to make quick work of Kevin Owens.
She brought a chair down, even though there's heaps of room here. Look, even Honey can.
Okay, but now I get to use this chair properly. It's always just for decor.
Ah, it was over. What? We missed out. I know.
Anyways guys, that's the end of today's video. Thank you as always if you've made it this far. Sorry that it was just pretty much me in the vlog the whole time. Hao will be back tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Hope you guys actually enjoyed it. If you want to see more behind the scenes of how like we make things, how we sew things and all that, please comment that down below. I do kind of try to put it in the vlogs, but I don't always fully explain it. I feel like today I wanted to show you guys a bit more about how embroidery works, how the measuring works and all of that. So if you guys did enjoy it, give it a big thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Thank you guys for all the support. I'm pretty sure we just hit 26,000 subscribers, which is crazy. Like, the growth is insane, and we are so thankful. I'm literally just about to check my phone right now. What does the number say? Oh, so close. 25987, if you guys can see that right now. Hopefully by tomorrow's vlog, we'll get to 26,000 subscribers.